Good morning. Got a couple things going on. This is the second part of the video I already posted, the Handyman Cheech electrical box. So, from the original video, I lost footage. So, if we could all remember, there was no ground in that box. Well, first of all, there was no box, but there was no ground in the Romex. And then usually you get lucky sometimes if you see, you see the Romex and then you just see two wires. Sometimes you get lucky. You'll see a little bit of the ground that somebody cut off, and you should be able to cut the Romex back further to get a ground, and then you have to double check if it's connected to anything and make sure that it is an actual ground. But we had no ground at all. When I thought I was videotaping, I went down to the panel, and my idea was I was just gonna change it out to a GFCI breaker, since we don't have a ground. Since pull chain lights are so rare, they're hard to get a hold of, I'm like, I don't got much choice. I got like three lights to pick from. So I'm like, I'll just get a GFCI breaker. It's kind of like when you have a two-prong outlet, you can't just add a three-prong outlet in. So what you could do is you could add in a GFCI outlet if you wanted three prongs. But this scenario, but yeah, so I lost the footage of me going down to the panel. I seen the panel, super old. It's an old Wadsworth. So I'm like, whatever, I'll go home and go see if I can find something compatible, or maybe I can find a GFCI that'll fit in there, or that's actually meant for the panel. Like, I'll just order it. And looking further into it, it's gonna be more trouble than it's worth. Say when you install lights, you need to have a ground. And if you don't have a ground, you should install a GFCI breaker. If you don't, and the box becomes live, you can get shocked off the light because it was metal. Did a little bit more research, found out I can get a plastic pull chain light, which is awesome. Plastic pull chain lights don't require ground. The light I'm getting, I'm not gonna be too happy about, but it's gonna work. It's I'm gonna install a regular plastic base with no switch on it, and then there's a light that Home Depot sells that just screws right into it. I really dislike those, but it's the only thing I can find right now that actually has a plastic pull chain light. Going back, I'll get you guys some shots. Okay, so here's the plan. Nothing too crazy. This pull chain light has a socket on it. Gonna install this lamp base. Just screw her on. Be home free. Turn the power off. Oh, here's the light. I'm gonna turn the power off. Right when I left, this came right out of the pull chain. So I asked her, I'm like, hey, you want me to put that back in there? There's a chance it can fall out again. I was like, you want me just to tie it? And she just wanted me to tie it, which I don't blame her. So since this is stranded, I'm gonna terminate this differently. twist this up. Twist those together so the strands won't fall off while I'm terminating it. So that's why I kind of stripped it like this. I purposely stripped it further back so it'll get a better connection. Problem is, and then I also twisted them up. The wire likes to walk off the screw, and then the strands. If I just stripped the end off, it would have been more of a pain in the butt. But I got them underneath the screws. Forgot to put this on.
Baby girl. What are you doing, baby girl? No. You leave that alone. Go it on. Daddy loves. Doesn't mean you get my sandwich.
So I just used a box extension, plastic box extension to cover up the metal box. Since we're sticking out, and since I don't have a choice.
Bad, Emperor doesn't get my sandwich.
So that's that. Oh, this thing keeps turning off. I didn't realize this thing turned off on me. Is this thing on? All cockeyed. Awesome. I'm gonna go turn the power back on. Yeah, it's a little off the ceiling, but it's gonna have to work. Here's my cover. Okay, well, you stick your fingers in there anyways. That's all covered up. And that's a wrap.